Where are you going? Get in the car. You have to go.
I've got it.
I've got it.
Well, I'd always been fascinated by glass. Ever since I was a child, I looked through the leaded lights in our living room and the glass that was red at the edge. So it had a border of red glass. And then I used to look through the red glass and it had lead around it. It was called a leaded light. And when you looked through the red glass for ages, and then you shut your eyes and then you looked through the clear glass, everything would be green. And I was like, what is this magic?
I've got a little stash of mouth-blown glass here.
It wasn't to do with necessarily working to get money. It was to do with staying true to what you like doing, staying in the joy, and not selling out to big corporations or anything like that.
That's just to hold it in place, and then I'm taking the nails out now.
When you walk down the street, it can be so boring, and what is nice is if someone's got one of our windows and they have the light on, and then you're just like cheered up a little bit, and it's not so grey and dull and brown out there. So it was to make it so that ordinary people could have windows in their houses, and they'll tell a little story which is fun and makes it a bit more unique. I teach twice a week in adult education, so just during term time. That's lovely because that has influenced a lot of people. 38 years of teaching is at least 380 people, or actually double that, because 2 classes a week.
Is that better? Is that the best one? Yes, that one. Well, I haven't tried all of
So what my idea for that was that I didn't have to make everybody's window everywhere, is that people could come and learn how to make their window, and then not necessarily take the skills to do anything with it, but just know that their front door, we made it together, and then that's it. And then I don't have to make everybody's front door. I cherish the ancient craft, I do. And I think I love to see it in places. That's why I teach as well, because otherwise it's just going to get lost, that ancient way, and making it properly, not hobby. Well, I do teach hobby, but I also show people what they're meant to do. Well, it has been a journey really, because obviously when the children were young I got them copper foiling, and I think we saw copper foiling. It's a very meditative, individual process, but every single piece of glass has to be copper foiled, and it's really nice to be able to sell small things for everyone gifts. In 2015, December, I could do watercolour paintings, and the rest of the time, no, you can't do that, because you have to do all the things you have to do in life. Your domestic side of life. I gave myself a project for 1 year to draw in these tiny moleskin notebooks, watercolour paper, so they're like the postcards, and the idea was to do one drawing a day for a year. I'm on my 10th year. The books have doubled in price. If only I bought 100 back then. For 10 years, and it's book 120. I'm on my 10th year. And I only use one side because my daughter told me to only use one side. Because even if I don't want to do it, I'll do it. Even if I don't want to do my drawing, I'll just do the drawing. I remove myself from it, and my sort of, oh, I don't want to do it today. You know, unless I'm not well. The thing is, I think art came before children, so it's almost like it's your first child, and then your first child is your second child. And so actually I put art into both my children. My son is a graphic artist and my daughter is an illustrator. And as soon as she was born, I put a pen in her hand because I wanted to get on with my work. I think I've made a bit of a niche for myself that I'm not sure is going to be carried on. And also, I don't know whether I'm going to retire. At the moment, I probably won't, because, you know, the retirement is not an option. See, I'm never going to retire from drawing. So my drawings might look different. I mean, you know, I don't think I might even go bigger. I don't know. I might go bigger because I've got more time. It takes longer to do bigger. I would say you have to be able to make your living from not just one thing. So, you know, often people just concentrate on one way of working, and a lot of businesses go out of business because they're not willing to do multiple disciplines. So, I mean, you know, a proper stained glass artist probably wouldn't make these sun catchers because they'd be concentrating on their real, proper stained glass. And I like the variety. I realise that the people who are remembered are rich. You know, Stanley Picker Gallery, Stanley Picker House. I mean, it would be nice to sort of not be... It's like ego. I don't really need the ego thing, but what I don't want is for someone else to say, well, I made that. And then I'm like, well, I actually made it, and it came out of my head. So you can't have it. Go away and let me do my work.